The IKEA Business Network is now open for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Join for free today to get access to interior design services to help you make the most of your workspace, employee well-being benefits to help you and your people grow, and amazing discounts on travel, insurance, and IKEA purchases, deliveries, and more. Take your small business to the next level when you sign up for the IKEA Business Network for free today by searching IKEA Business Network.
This podcast brought to you by Ring. With Ring cameras, you can check on your pets to catch them in the act.
Izzy, drop that.
Or just keep them company.
Aw, I'll be home soon.
Make sure they're okay while you're away with Ring. Learn more at ring.com/pets.
Hey guys, Akil Stokes here. Welcome back to the Trading Coach Podcast. In today's episode, we're going to talk about building a side hustle out of your trading, something that allows you to make money on the side, which will help your main thing make even more money. Now, we just wrapped up a 4-day free online trading workshop. If you haven't seen it, shame on you, but I've got some good news for you. The recordings will be up throughout the end of the month, so that is until the end of August. I'll put a link in the show notes so that you can check it out, but take my advice. It's a lot of content. It's 4 days. It's a lot of hours. Do not wait until the last day to check it out. I would at least give yourself a week. That way you can watch it and then rewatch it and take all the notes you want and get all the questions answered that you want before they are gone, so you don't have to kind of go into like panic mode and all that stuff. So getting out of panic mode after 4 days of presenting, I decided to kind of catch up on the things I missed. And something that I do is I frequent the website, thetradervault.com. They have some really cool articles. They are short and they are sweet, which is great for me. And they've got awesome graphics that kind of suck me in. So boom, I'm sold. And it had this article that I read today called "This Side Hustle is Crazy," right? And it was talking about day trading. And it reminded me of Trading Coach Podcast episode, 1011, where we spoke with Jason Greystone about the need for new traders to day trade and how it's not necessarily a good thing, but we're kind of sucked into it for various reasons. And then we kind of eventually scrap day trade and move up to the higher time frames where we find a home. And I think that's 100% true, by the way. That is 100% true. I'm seeing that in my own personal journey as well, where I scrapped day trading, I think the same year as Jason. I think we both scrapped it in 2020. And I'm not quite on the daily yet, but I'm back to doing only swing trading. But there was a time where I did the opposite. I started off as a swing trader, higher time frames, daily 4-hour hourlies, those sorts. And then I went down to the lower time frames, and I found it to be very beneficial. Now, just going back to the basics real quick, if you haven't heard kind of my philosophy on this. When a newer trader asks me, Akil, what do you think is easier, day trading or swing trading? I say neither. Trading is hard, right? But if one had to be harder than the other, it would be day trading. And it's nothing kind of super secret about day trading. There's not like a magic thing that happens when you venture through that portal. No. It's just the fact that everything happens faster. And in general, when we are newer to something, it takes us longer to understand, interpret, see, whatever you want to call it. Therefore, we're more likely to miss opportunities. We're more likely to make mistakes. Again, a great example is like an NFL quarterback, right? Defensive coordinators, right? So defensive coaches love rookie NFL quarterbacks because it takes them a while to figure things out. So during a game, the defense can line up in all types of weird positions. They can blitz, they can do this, they can do that, and it confuses this quarterback, and they tend to make mistakes, and they tend to throw interceptions, and their team loses, right? Veteran quarterbacks, they have enough experience where they can kind of see through all the smoke and mirrors about what's really happening, and you can't do the same thing. So as a newer trader, trading a higher time frame is easier simply because you have more time, right? If you are trading on a daily chart, for example, right, you have a full day before the candle closes. So even if you have an entry at end of day, if you're waiting for a very specific signal from the candle that you're watching, you have a full day to review it, to review your notes, to go back through everything in the world to make sure you're making the right decision, measuring out risk reward. It's very, very, very hard to make a mistake pre-trade unless you're entering early because of fear of missing out, and of course sabotaging yourself during the trade, right? Day trading is a little bit different, right? Everything is moving so fast. You're going to miss stuff. You're going to, try to get revenge off missing stuff. It's really, 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 really difficult. And that's why we say newer traders stay away at first, and then you can venture there later. Now, when it comes to building a side hustle, here's how I think day trading is an awesome side hustle, right? And this is how I personally did it in my business. Now, when I say side hustle, I don't want you to think of a side hustle as treating it any different than your business. It is just a separate part of it. So, for example, I am a track and field coach, right? I don't personally do this, although I have done private coaching and coached some, people that were trying out for the NFL and the Olympics and all that fun stuff. I don't do that because I have trading. That's my kind of side hustle, but my main hustle and coaching is my side hustle because coaching doesn't really pay me anything. But I love coaching more than trading. But I do love trading. Sorry, trading, if you heard that. All right, anyway, back to Focus Akil. What I'm saying is a lot of people in my industry, they will coach for a specific team or school, whatever like that is their main hustle. And then during the summer, when their team is on break, they will run camps, they will do private coaching, whatever like that, speeches, right? And that is their side hustle. It is a way to use the same skill of coaching to bring in a side income to supplement their main income. And this is what day trading ended up being for me. You see, when I found out the power of compounding, particularly in a trading account, right? I made it a goal that I did not want to touch my main trading account because, a lot of people do these calculations about how much it costs to live off of trading, and they make one crucial mistake. They calculate how much they need, and maybe their backtesting results and their return on investment tell them that they can make this much. But if you're only making as much as you need, you're consistently going back to zero, right? If I have a $100,000 account and I make $30,000 at the end of the year and my life cost me $30,000 during the year, then next year I'm starting over for $100,000. And wait a minute, I haven't really gone anywhere, right? In fact, there's a more likelihood of me going lower because of drawdowns and whatnot. So the truth is you actually have to produce more than you need because you want to grow that account, right? A 30% return on a $100,000 account is always going to be 30%. You're always going to make $30,000 forever. You're never going to move forward. But all of a sudden, if you can grow that $100,000 account to $150,000 to $200,000 to $500,000, right? Now all of a sudden, the same return on investment that you were making is now yielding you a much bigger profit, and you're kind of improving what you're doing. So the goal of a trader is, how can I grow that account as quickly and safely as possible? And that's the main way to make more income. It isn't necessarily like doing more in the market and finding super secret strategies. It is growing your account. The same thing with personal finance, where a lot of people think, okay, I need to make more money to get myself out of my financial situation, so I'll get more jobs, I'll work more hours, I'll put myself under more stress. And yes, that's good, but a simpler way is just to look at what you're spending money on. If you can eliminate some of what you're spending money on, it's kind of an addition by subtraction type of deal. So when it comes to day trading, what I did in my trading career is I saw, after I had the experience of swing trading, after I knew what I was doing, I had strategies that worked, they were great, I was disciplined, I wasn't making mistakes anymore, I was good to go. I then went to day trading because I saw it as a side hustle, something I can do a few hours a day, right? And I got to choose my hours so it didn't disrupt my life. Something that I can do a few hours a day that I can use to make a little bit of extra profit. And I'm not talking, what you kind of maybe think day trading is, where I'm coming in and taking 100 trades a day. I'm taking 1 or 2 trades a day. 1 or 2 trades a day, that's it. I'm coming in, I'm looking around, a few markets, I'm trying to pinpoint key opportunities, and boom, I'm trying to hunt. Hunt's a bad word because I'm not hunting trades, but kind of in a, imagine like an analogy, I'm going into the woods and I'm hunting opportunities, and obviously I have an edge, so those opportunities are going to pay out in my favor. And what I did with my day trading is I was in a fortunate situation where I had a separate account for day trading, right? So this is why it's a side hustle. And I didn't have to touch my main account. So whatever I needed in my life to pay bills, to go on super fun adventures and trips, that would come from my day trading account, right? Therefore, I never touched my swing trading account. To this day, I never touch my swing trading account. It just grows. Another option as well is, at the end of the year, the profit that you have from your day trading account, because I would always start over with the same amount, the profit that I had from my day trading account, I would roll it back over into, transfer it over into my swing trading account, giving that a little bit of a boost. That way I can keep doing the same thing in my swing trading and make more money. So it was a cool kind of business that helped another business. And if you're ever familiar with the show The Profit with Marcus Lemonis, this is how he sets up his businesses. He goes in, he acquires businesses, but the businesses that he acquires typically in some way help his main businesses. So even though he's making an investment and kind of a side owner, I guess he's majority owner, but side owner as far as the day-to-day in these businesses, the income that he makes from that are helping his other businesses grow. And I think that's a really good place to be with day trading. And the cool thing about that side hustle is that side hustles aren't meant to be kept up forever, right? Side hustles are only meant to be there until you get to a certain point, right? So the goal of trading is to achieve financial freedom and freedom of time, right? So eventually you get to a point in your trading where, trading and investing where you don't, or whatever business, maybe it could be a real estate business with buying houses as well, but you get to a point in your personal investments where you don't have to do anything and the money is just being churned in, or you have to do minimal work and the money is just getting churned in. And if you think about that as the ultimate goal, again, the idea is how can I get there as quickly as possible? So if you're using day trading as your side hustle, the idea might not be to day trade until you're dead, right? It could be. If you love it, keep doing what you love, right? Who cares, right? But the idea may be only to use this as an avenue for blank amount of years until I get that main thing to the point where I want it to get to, or until I get this other investment to the point where I want it to get to. And that's what a true side hustle is. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I got kids yelling in the background, so it's the perfect time to end this. But remember, Beat the House Trading Workshop video recordings are available until the end of August. Link in the show notes. Share, review, rate, subscribe, all the stuff I'm supposed to tell you. And until next time, plan your trade, trade your plan. Take care.